Hello?
Hey, we have a dead chicken in the coop.
Aww. Which one?
One of the black ones.
The black one? There's only one black one. That's Velvet.
Yeah, he's laying face down dead.
Aww. Darn it. What got her?
Looks like she died.
How would she just die? There's no blood? Alright, love you. It's my favorite chicken. What a way to start filming. 1 second. Don't mind the water cords. You guys, this is supposed to be a sit-down video. Grant wants me to come look and see it. I don't really want to see her dead, but I know it's a part of chicken owning and a part of life. That's why I want the boys to see it, and I'm gonna probably have an even more favorite one than her, so I need to just go out there. I'm not gonna stay long. Oh, Velvet is the one that has, like, she always, since when she was a chicken, like a little chick, when we got her in the springtime, when we got all of them in the springtime, she has like blue, like rainbow iridescent feathers. And she's my favorite. Mother Clucker, our first one to die, was the same breed as Velvet. What the heck got her? Are they not getting enough nutrition since they're like not free range? I do calcium supplements and stuff for them. If there's no blood or anything, then how does just one chicken die? The only thing I can think, unless they're getting bored and they like attacked her, but wouldn't there be blood? Chicken owners. What do you guys think, chicken owners? Mom and Dad are coming right now. Barrett, no! Oh no, she's all flat. Oh, it's just my dad. What? Damn it, what got her? There's no blood? It's gotta be food or water, I feel like, unless they attacked her. Oh, first body I've seen.
I didn't know that I thought she was one of the ones that went missing a long time ago.
No, Velvet's been here. I put them in their coop because I didn't want Velvet to die.
Oh, she's dead.
Boone, get back.
Boone, come on.
Boone. My favorite Velvet girl died, Dad. I don't know what killed her.
Was she inside or probably
froze? Did she freeze, chicken owners? What happened to her? My favorite one, damn it! Well, Weston, do you want to see a chicken?
Here's your favorite kid.
Hi, favorite kiddos. Okay. I'm watching too many videos of Velvet and it's putting me in a bad, not a bad mood, but a downer mood. Okay. I'm gonna keep watching videos of Velvet when I'm done filming this. I'm gonna go in order, actually, leaving my favorites for last. You wouldn't expect like a menstrual cup, just some really unique ones. Some of them are monetary, some of them are memories. I obviously have my olive tree plant here. Anyway, number 22 is this lighter. I've loved being outside. I'm normally not a summer girl, but looking at this thing, it reminds me of summer and just like taking care of our yard at our home, and that just like makes me really happy. I just loved burning like the twigs and stuff to clean up our yard, a bunch of bushes to clean up our yard. There's normally a torch on it, but that's out in the shed, so I just grabbed the tank. So not too exciting, but that baby was exciting to me this 2022. I've always wanted a trampoline growing up, and I wanted a trampoline for our boys. They are quite young, so I wasn't gonna end up getting it, but my brother Dylan surprised Wes and Jet with it on Jet's 1st birthday, so we used that thing like crazy. We haven't been out on it for a couple weeks actually. I need to just bundle them up and get them outside again, so that thing we used like crazy, and it was such a blessing, and I'm just so grateful to my brother for doing that. Number 20 is not in any particular order. I just wanted to share it in the beginning of the video because they do have a sale going on December 20th through the 30th. Anna Luisa jewelry. It's 20% off your order. I also have a personal discount code for 20% off with them. They're just beautiful, and they're like great quality too. That's the thing. Years and years ago, I used to buy just inexpensive jewelry, and my friend Amanda told me, like, don't do that. It breaks, it makes your skin weird, like, just, it's not the way to do it. Invest in a piece, and that is good for you, like good for the world, good for you, will last forever, and go that route because then you're saving your money in the long run. And that just like clicked with me. And then I found Anna Luisa jewelry, and all their pieces, they do not tarnish. I wear them like crazy. I think like everything but one piece in my jewelry collection is Anna Luisa. They're always on top of their trends, which is awesome. I feel like Amanda when I wear this. She's just my fashionista friend into jewelry. This one is just like a vintage look, that's why I picked it out. I love the rose in it. Got Huggies. I already wore them, so they're up here, but these Huggies are the cutest thing ever. I love wearing jewelry with a basic like sweat outfit, like not anything too fancy, just putting these little gold hoops like to quick run out the door just dresses it all up, and I think it makes it look girly. And I used to not be into jewelry because I'm actually not that much of a girly girl. I got into jewelry and I wear it like every single day, again with sweats, with anything, and it just makes me happy. Only one I haven't wore yet, but I just got this like 2 days ago. It's just a really dainty, not focusing, but it's a really dainty piece. And why I chose this one, it's personal. There's 4 like diamonds that go like big to small, and it reminded me of Grant, me, and our 2 boys. Will be linked down below. I highly suggest. Number 19 is a podcast. I love podcasts, and this one I have loved so much and listened to so much in 2022. The Skinny Confidential. I love that podcast. Not everyone listens to podcasts, but I do get podcast recommendations all the time because I think people know I just am obsessed. It's a husband and wife duo. Bring on doctors. It's taught me a lot about mindfulness, about like your rest, your sleep, about health. That's the main thing that I love it for, and I feel like I get out of it is health tips, like wellness tips, vitamins, how you can up and level your lifestyle and just live a better lifestyle. I really enjoy them. I can't say enough good things about The Skinny Confidential. There is one more podcast that I talk about in here that I've loved even more than The Skinny Confidential this year. I've gotten a lot of knowledge and learning tips with food and all of that through them. Oh, and their dynamic is just so fun. Like hearing the way the husband and wife like banter back and forth. I love everything about it. Yoga pants that I have, they're in the wash now. If you guys know, we're redoing our laundry room, so I can't even get into the washer to pull them out, and it's just a bunch of dirty clothes. So I'll try to overlay something here, but my friend Allie shared about them on Instagram. She's like a Instagrammer, influencer. I don't like that word, but that's what she is, and she shares a lot of products, and they were inexpensive at the time. They were on a really good sale, I think like $8, but that sale hasn't come around again. I think they're normally like $15, and they're totally worth $15, $20, honestly even a $40 price tag, because I'm serious, the material of them is so stretchy. It cuts in like right at the waist like so beautifully. It's thick material, you can't see anything through it. A lot of good colors. It has a flare, which is really trendy and just like beautiful. I think it like is beautiful on the figure, and then it has a cut on the side, which is just so unique. I wouldn't normally even share a yoga pant or a legging because I don't know, I wouldn't be that invested into it for a favorite of the full year, but those ones are so nice. I still really wish I would have got the brown color, and I need to get the brown color. To show you an item, 17 is this Vinning Plant. I have really fallen in love with indoor plants in my home, and this one has like vined so beautifully. It's so fun watching the plant grow. I used to like think and make fun of in the back of my subconsciousness about plant moms or something, and now I totally get it. They grow better with certain sound waves. I don't know, it sounded crazy to me, but I love this plant, watching it grow. It was gifted to me, when we moved into this house, so that's really special. And I know as it grows, it was when we bought our home here. Really great gift, and now I want plants for like every gift that could be possible. Just always get me a plant. The memories and like the story behind them are so sweet too, which I've heard from Grant's family. The stories behind plants. Candlesticks. I loved candlesticks at our last house too. I say our last house because we moved into this house in February, so it was like at the beginning of the year. I just love real candlesticks. I used to get them on Amazon, but now I get them at the thrift store a lot. They have them for really cheap and they're like random colors. Love the real flame of them. It just is so magical to me to see it burning. I love everything about it. It makes me feel like I'm back in the olden days as well. Another product, dark walnut stain. I have used this stuff like crazy. I used it on our chicken coop. I used it on our doors upstairs, which that's one of my favorites. Our coffee table, no, the coffee table I did a darker one, espresso. But anyways, our kitchen table, I just use this like everywhere. I love the finish of this, especially letting it sit. So big dark wood fan girl over here. Dark walnut. It's something that we found at Lowe's and I just became obsessed with the look of it. I want our trim in our house. I want everything in it. Levi Pants. Okay, 14. We're getting there. I wanted Levi's, and these are the Target Levi brand. My friend Dakota, which she's another one of my favorite in this video. My friend Dakota, I went to her wedding. She's from Washington. I met her, went to her wedding, and she wore these in like an Instagram picture with a little booty heel, and they come up, they hit like higher. They don't hit all the way down at the ground, and with a heel underneath it, it looks magnificent. And I was like, where did you get those? And then she was wearing them while we were in Washington, and her butt looked so good in them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this in my life. And she said they're Target, so I went to their Target and picked them up. They were more expensive than what I wanted to spend, but I will not ever regret it ever again, and I will only buy like a more expensive jean now, because jeans are something that last forever. And like this style in particular, there's no holes in it. It's just so classic. It's a Levi. Like, it was worth it 10 times, and I bought it in Washington, so the taxes were like astronomical. If I would have bought it in Ohio, taxes would have been a lot better and it wouldn't have been as expensive. Those jeans are it. They're so good. I'm gonna have these all linked down below. A part of me and like a lifestyle change and just something I've really enjoyed is thrifting. As you guys probably know, I really enjoy finding a good hunt. I love being frugal. I always have my entire life, and my grandma loves thrifting, and I love my grandma, and I love home, and I always have, and it just feels like the most natural thing ever. Like this both of these are thrifted. Love thrifting for so many reasons. I'm not gonna go on a tangent there. I hope to have more thrift hauls in the coming year in 2023. If you guys would enjoy that, let me know. If you enjoy thrift hauls, I definitely will be doing them because I enjoy them, and it gives me an excuse to thrift more. 12 is another actually something I don't love as I love lesser than 12. When I was picking out the items that I needed to grab, I came across this and I was like, crap, I didn't put that on my list, and I need to talk about it because I love this thing. Now it's gonna be 23 items that I love. Silver, but it's sovereign silver. So there's like a sea silver, colloidal silver or something like that, that my friend Alicia has told me about, and that's more, you can ingest that one, I believe. I need to look into that one more, but I want to get it. This one is silver that you put, like, it's topical healing, first aid gel. I'll have it linked down below. You put it on cuts or just anything. I used the crap out of this already right away when I got it. Like, literally that very day I used it on my boys, because Jet especially, he's always getting like some kind of scratch or like something on him. I've used it for rashes. I've used it for cuts. I've used it for, put this thing on everything. I put it on stuff for me too, and I can't remember what. But silver has so many good benefits, and I need to get the ingestible kind when we get sick. I really am enjoying learning more about holistic natural healing. It's always an ongoing thing. I have I have mountains to go, but I also, if I look back at the beginning of the year, not just the beginning of the year. When I was pregnant with Weston is when it all naturally started. I've come leaps and bounds since then, and I'm gonna go leaps and bounds in another 2.5, 3 years. So that's exciting to me. Whatever I'm passionate about, I just want to slowly get there so it's sustainable and it happens. And I love that silver. I don't freaking know about numbers. I'm gonna stop counting. So our vacation. Grant and I aren't vacation people. First time, we've only been out of the country once, and that was for our honeymoon. You kind of almost, you don't have to, but it's typical to go on a vacation then. We hadn't been on a vacation since, and we would not have gone on this vacation if it wasn't for Grant's parents. They helped us get to the vacation and make it a thing. It was a family vacation with Grant's sister, brother-in-law, my brother-in-law, and our kids and his parents, and it was in Florida. We got to the warm weather. Weston and Jet got to see the beach for the first time, be in the ocean. Jet just fell asleep right away, like the crashing of the waves. He just always was out there like sleeping in the water in our arms or on the float or whatnot, and Weston just absolutely loved it. To see that experience and your child experience like the world in that sense was so beautiful, and I understand a little bit more like why people are travel bugs and why people want their kids to see the world. The food was incredible. I can't stop thinking about the vodka, this vodka food that I wanted, or I got. It was like anyways, it was absolutely amazing. It probably won't happen again for a while, I'm not gonna lie. Vacations aren't something Grant and I prioritize in life. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that's the right way to be. It just is what it is. It's just what's natural to us, and income levels and savings and debt and stuff like that. Just, it's not number one in our priority just yet, but we do hope to make it in the coming years as our kids get older and for Grant and I's relationship. And our cow! So we got a cow this year. So like our steaks, our ground beef, our, you know, beef meat. We got a cow. So it's out in our freezer. It's nice just to know that you're home and your family is provided for and you have meat out there, and it's good meat. You're supporting a local farmer, which I've realized is the best route to go. I did work with oh, that's so bad, I can't, Butcher Box, I couldn't think of their name. I did work with a company, and I love their company. I love what they stand for. Everything about it completely is everything I'm about and everything I love. But someone commented, and I'm really grateful for their comment, basically to support local farmers. A few people did, and then a local person even messaged that to us. We looked into it, and I absolutely love that. We thought it was going to be cheaper going this route, like significantly cheaper too, so we thought that would be great. But Grant and I added it all up, and it really was like either like the same price or just barely cheaper. It wasn't any huge difference. That's not even the main reason for it. It's just we don't have to shop for it, which is nice. It's just always there. You just pay more up front. But it's just nice to know that we have good meat, and it's local, and it's always out there available, and we have our family provided for. So we're definitely going to do that again. My parents did a pig, and so we get sausage and bacon from my parents, but we haven't done our own yet. Next thing is speaking about my parents. It is my parents. It's specifically my parents' house. My parents got a new house this year. They bought it. That makes me like happy to the millionth degree. They haven't bought a house for like 15 years or maybe even more. The last time I remember them owning a home would have been when I was like in 3rd grade, I want to say, or 4th grade, and I'm now going to be 25 in 2023. It was a while. They would rent homes. I'm just so happy that this house is so beautiful. I put a lot of love into it also, as we redid their floors, and I just like helped my mom with it. They've become more interested in interior design and like just keeping their house beautiful, which to me, to see from years past, it makes me so happy that my parents are living in a good, secure home, that they're not like questioning anything, or I don't know. It makes me just so happy. And my parents in general. They watched The Boys today so I could edit a video and get it up for you guys. Like my parents' relationship with the boy, like my kids, is amazing. They're literally obsessed. Actually too obsessed. Like they need to calm down. My KitchenAid mixer, my parents-in-law, I need to not call them that. They are my in-laws, but Grant's parents got me a KitchenAid mixer for my birthday. That's like such an expensive gift. I was just flabbergasted. I was confused at first. I have used that thing multiple times a week for bread, for meals, for baking, and I never would have gotten myself that. Like, never in a million years. I never would have asked for it. I didn't ask for it when I got married. I never would have asked for that thing, and that thing has blessed our family. My olive tree plant. I love this plant so much. She's gorgeous. She's gonna get huge. She's gonna grow. She's gonna thrive. Seeing her grow already has been so cool, and like then seeing the little ones like start to form and new branches come off or whatnot, it's just so cool to see. And I cannot wait till she's in a huge big pot. My grandma explained to me, my grandma's taught me about plants and stuff, but the boys have been getting into her, so that's been really upsetting. But she's gorgeous. I tried to move her by the kitchen sink for Christmas while we have our Christmas tree up, and she was not thriving there, so I put her back in her place. And she was talking to me, and she said, this isn't working. I need to be back in my normal home. So I listened to her. Oh, and I love this pot. I had the pot. It's like all cement. I had the pot at our last house and nothing in it. I just loved the pot material, and I love the texture, but I never had a plant in it. And now I actually have a plant in it. And now I used to have more pots and like no plants because I love the look. And now I have like way more plants and not enough pots. It's not a material item, it's a memory, it's a moment. And that was meeting my best friend Dakota. I've talked about her multiple times, but she was a subscriber that we started talking like so close all the time, every day, and then it became years. We had our babies together. We were pregnant with Jet together. We FaceTimed. We were gonna meet while we were pregnant. It didn't work out, but we met in May, so I got to meet her baby girl. My boys stayed back home. Me and Grant went out, and it was for her wedding. I was a bridesmaid in her wedding, and it was just the coolest thing ever to meet her. I'll insert a clip of meeting her. If you have an online best friend that you know is real and legit and everything, absolutely meet her. You will not regret it. And it actually wasn't of a big cost because my parents gifted me the plane flights for my birthday. When I was about to like leave her, I literally wanted to like cry because I cannot explain to you how much we align in like everything. We are like so freaking similar. I've never met anyone more similar, and not only us are so similar, but our husbands is so similar. And to find a friendship where it goes the same both ways, husband and wife, I feel like it's pretty uncommon. And also, and like Grant even said that, Jared said that, her husband, and like I told Grant, I'm like, I'm not surprised by that, and I knew that, and why that worked out is because it's anyone in this whole entire world. Like, you have so many people that are going to be like you in this whole entire world, but you don't know that because you don't have the opportunity to meet them. And through YouTube, it brings me women who are like-minded to me, and conversation, and like just in comments and in whatever. You get so much conversation out of it. I love conversation. We talked on so many deep levels, and we just knew we were like the same person. And then we knew our husbands were into construction, like just the same humor, like everything is the same. So we knew that was gonna be the case, but it was cool for the guys to see that, and I just hope to see her again. Next is our chickens. As you saw in the beginning of the video, my favorite velvet girl has now crossed to the other side. That really sucks, and we need to figure out how that happened. So our chickens, I've loved every minute seeing them grow, learning about them, their calcium, just everything about our chickens. I absolutely love getting our own eggs, all of it. I watched a video, SML XO, big, love her. I've watched her for literally 10 years or something, but I love watching her Chef Steph videos, and I was watching them the other night trying to come up with dinner ideas, and she had a yellow egg in there, like the yolk was like so yellow, like so store-bought, like the cheapest store-bought, and I wanted to vomit. Like, thinking about it right now makes me want to vomit. I was voice noting my friend, my best friend Kelsey, that likes to get her eggs, and I was like being reminded of this, and I wanted to like vomit. It makes me so grossed out thinking of a yellow egg. So I'm just like spoiled with these great eggs now, and learning about the nutrition there. I also learned about that through the Skinny Confidential podcast that I talked about earlier, the Homemakers Club podcast. Their Instagram is amazing, and their podcast is amazing. It's my favorite podcast to this date. It just completely aligns with everything. When I found it, it was just like a beautiful time. We had been living at this house for a couple months, was everything I wanted and didn't know, because I was living out this homemaker lifestyle and interested in it, but I didn't have many people to bounce ideas off of or anyone, and it just brought a community like to my hands of women that are 40, 50, 60 years old. Like a lot of them are more mature that come on there. A lot of their stories are of humble beginnings or still humble beginnings, and like you can make a beautiful home on very little, or you don't even need a beautiful home, or just how to provide for your husband and how to provide for your family. Hearing their stories of you don't need a lot in this life, like you really don't. I love everything about it. It makes me just feel community and just like loved. She's a Christian woman, and everything with homemaking and with my heart for the home and for my family, it all leads back to God, and God is someone in Jesus, and everything, the Bible is what I've been running from for years and years and years, and coming into homemaking and into learning more about my body and just natural ways of life and all of that, it just brings me back to God. Like everything just rotates back to God. So it's like, don't run, girl, just run too. I don't know. Anyway, religion just freaks me out anymore, and just like, and that's the people of the church, and that's not God. A really amazing YouTuber, Kristen Hoffman, I love her videos. She's a huge thrifter, and I'm curious if anyone watches her that's here. I don't have much of a homemaking audience, so I would doubt not, but if you are a homemaker and in homemaking audience, you need to watch her if you don't already. I would assume you do if you like homemaking. Anyway, she's a Christian, and I asked her a question and she really helped me out, and her response was just so beautiful. If I had time, I would definitely read it, but she like said, I would be curious, is it the people of the church that pulled you away or what? And like, God is always like, you don't need to be perfect. I don't know, her response was beautiful. So big fan of hers. I'll link her down below. Next is our doggy Boone, a dark sable German Shepherd. We got him right before Jet's birthday, and he was adorable. We knew we wanted another German Shepherd. We would always say when we get our next house, a dog, another German Shepherd's coming right after. And then we were like, no, we need to get projects done and then we'll get a dog, and it just kind of all lined up all at once. I really wanted a dark sable next. Boone is a smaller German Shepherd, which we wanted smaller than Barrett because our oldest dog is like literally a horse. Like videos do not do it justice. He is massive, so we didn't want as big as him, but Boone is like still so little, so I would love for him to grow a little bit more. I feel like he's like the size of a girl dog, and that's why we didn't get a girl German. But anyway, love him, our little family member. Our doors, our real solid wood doors, they makes me so happy to think about. I worked on that project for a long time. It was amazing to be outside in the sun, like not the sun, I only was in the sun in the beginning day and then I moved to the shade, but to be out in the like summer heat, it was amazing. At nighttime I would be working on it. I just worked on it all the time. It was awesome to learn to strip old wood, old paint that was on the wood, to learn that process, to figure it out. In the beginning I wasn't doing it as well. At the end I did it much better. To put them back on, it was really what is the word I'm looking for? It was bringing the home back to its age. I can't think of it right now. And that was just beautiful to see, like the real solid tall wood doors. I wish these doors weren't plastic and were it. I love them so much. And again, that was the dark walnut stain. That's what set me off for my love for this. And when we saw the house, I knew right away, like, we need to change that, and I did, and it's amazing. Okay, number 2 and the number 1 are next. Number 2 is my menstrual cup in this thing. I'm not gonna pull it out and show it. You can look it up on your own, but girls, if you don't do menstrual cup when you're menstruating, I really highly suggest it a lot. Sarah Therese and Melina Ciciotti talked about it when I first learned of it, and I knew after, when I was pregnant with Jet, I knew that's what I was gonna do. I wanted to do it when I was postpartum with Wesson, but I got pregnant like right after. I have been a huge fan. Look into it, like literally it's number 2 out of all the stuff I love. So I love the benefits of that. I love everything about it. Great experience. Definitely get one. It's going to be cheaper. It's going to be better for you. Number one, my number one blessing, obviously my family is, but my number one is my home that I'm sitting in right now in our closet. Everything about this home is the biggest blessing ever. Like, it brings me the most joy. My home always does, because I'm a homebody. My room always did as a young girl, and then my home when I moved into our last home. And I was sad to leave that home. Not too much, because I was sad in like a quick moment to leave that home. But I was so excited to get to this place because it was out in the country and it was like everything we wanted, like so young, and we didn't expect to get all of this so young because we don't have huge finances. And I feel like to get a country home, it's kind of expensive. And this house just was like served at the best time ever. Literally, my vision board on my desktop for this year is like all this stuff that I'm living out, and that was in December, that like a year ago that I made that. And we weren't looking for a home at all. We were not looking. We were totally content in our small home. 2 months later, it all just fell into works. So this home, it came from a good family, so that's like a really awesome blessing also to know. And then to slowly make it like ours and put our own stamp on it, have the land for the kids to run, to go play in the field, to meet the farmer. The farmer is so sweet and nice, and like just everything about this house, every single thing. We can do the garden, a huge garden, a massive garden. I've never wanted to build. I've always wanted to take an older home and make it what I want. So that's gonna be a long time coming, duh. And I'm so content and happy with this house as it was the day we bought it. Like, and so was Grant. Our realtor, I think, was like, you're definitely gonna change those cabinets, right? Or like maybe not the most fond. We don't need much, and it was perfect day one. Like, we didn't even have heat upstairs or air upstairs at the time, and the windows weren't like, we needed new windows really, really bad. We had to buy the house on a conventional loan because it had like chipping paint. I just see such a blessing in it. Grant and I verbally tell each other multiple times a month how lucky and blessed and thankful and like all we are that we have this home. Like, Grant said he was driving the one day and he was just like, what the heck, like how do we have this house already? And like we'll just be pulling in, and I just feel so much gratitude. I just want to like speak that out, like thank you for this home, because it's gonna provide so many memories to come for our family and our boys. And you can live a home, like homestead, homemaker, you can live a homemaker lifestyle when you're living with your parents and not married. The lifestyle that my heart really craves and Grant's, and for our family and for us, for our personal happiness and for forever that we know of for now, this house really like excels it and like really lets us get there. And I just feel so much gratitude towards it. Anyway, that's everything, and I hope you enjoyed this. It was a lot of talking. I loved this year. Such a big blessing. No, this video was not so quick, especially after figuring out velvet dyes. I hope it's been a blessing to you guys. Check out Anna Luisa. I will have them linked down below. Their sale is going on right now, and my personal discount code. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment to me. Bye.